Welcome back to Berks One-on-One, a series focused on interviewing small business owners and event organizers in the Berks County area. For today's episode, we're going to be visiting the Spring Fine Art and Craft Festival held by the Reading-Berks Guild of Craftsmen. This event was held on Saturday, May 4th, 2024 at Reading-Berks Antique and Farmers Market.
My name's Steve Hunter. I am the chairperson for the Reading-Berks Guild of Craftsmen, which is a chapter of the Pennsylvania Guild of Craftsmen. And we're having an outdoor show today at Reading-Berks in the spring here on the 4th. And we have it, this is our 5th year here, I believe. We also have an indoor show at the Kutztown Fieldhouse. That's in November this year, and we've been doing that for 73 years, I believe. So, traditional craftsmen and contemporary craftsmen, about 150 people in our organization, and 40 of them are here selling crafts today at Reading-Berks.
Clan Garl, and my business is Crafted by Clan. I'm the vice president of the guild, and it's 12 years I've been a member of the guild.
My name is Amy Langman. I have Amy's Angle Nature Photography that I've been doing for about 15 years. I've been with the guild right before COVID, so about 2018 I got juried as a member.
Hi, I'm Jim Callahan, and my business is Callahan Art Glass. I make stained glass art objects, and I'm here hopefully to sell a few of them today. I've been a member of the Lancaster Guild for a year.
My name is Paula Conroe, and I run Paula Conroe Designs. I make, at this time, enamel jewelry, but I just like working with enamel, glass, and metal. This is my second year with the Craft Guild, going on third. I'm actually the education chair for the guild, and I work with students with the VCIU art show and with getting students to sell in our galleries and join our guild.
Well, I was doing the Kutztown Folk Festival. I got in there about 40 years ago, and I had done that for about 15 or 20 years, and then some of the people were in the guild and they encouraged me to join them, which I did, and it's been very successful and helpful for me and enjoyable. We're assorted crafts. We like our craftsmen to make the things, so we don't take any assembled kits or anything like this. I'm a potter, so I start with raw clay and I fire it and glaze it and manipulate it. The person next to me is a Frochter artist, and she draws traditional Pennsylvania German Frochters and sells them. We have cabinet makers and jewelers and coppersmiths and stained glass felters and photographers, pretty much anything that's handmade. And I've been potting for 49 years. So it's a long time. And I have a studio. I live in Lansdale, Pennsylvania, actually in West Point, little village of Lansdale. And I have a studio there, and I have a couple kilns and a couple wheels and all the equipment, and I make my own glazes and teach classes sometimes and keep busy.
Hello, my name is Martha Ressler. My work is called art quilts. They're quilts in structure, but unlike traditional quilts, I get to do a lot more varied techniques with the surface techniques that you wouldn't be able to do for traditional quilts that are going to go through the wash. These are some of the pieces. My newest technique is using dye sublimation printing of my own photographs and then adding to it with additional fabrics, stitch, to get a very different and original technique. I use machine quilting, free motion quilting for most of the larger ones, but for the birds and the small ones, I stitch them by hand. It's a very slow and meditative process. I start with just a plain piece of white fabric, add to it, and yeah.
Wow. Well, you are very talented.
Painting with fabric, basically.
You're very talented also, my gosh.
Okay, I don't know what you're going to do with that.
You're all good. I paused. We're all good then.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're good.
Did I break in your video?
You're fine. Don't worry
He
about
just
it.
told me. He said, Grandma, you just just wrecked your video.
No, you're all
I'm
good. You're
sorry.
all good.
Okay.
You're fine. Thank you.
I gave a little bit of real life.
There you go.
action
Yeah,
there.
that's perfectly okay.
Hi, my name's Carol Thomas. I use acrylic paint and it's fluid art. The process is basically what I do is I create the pictures that I want. I'm influenced by nature and I then put it onto this archival panel. And once it's cured, I do a water-based varnish, and so it seals, and this way it can also be put in a kitchen, or in a bathroom, or even outside under a covered porch, and then you just wipe it down when it, need to. So they're very versatile, colorful, lots of movement. I've been doing it for about 6 years. I did go to art school back in the 70s. And this is really just a way of doing some type of creative things with color. I love abstract artwork to begin with. So this is where I get my joy.
My name's Kyle Ramsor, a Lehigh Valley-based artist, and I'm here selling a lot of mostly abstract, but also character abstract painting. Every artist, they kind of been doing it since they could start walking, but I guess I can officially say since 2022, because that's when I graduated from the Maryland Institute College of Art, and that helped me to really branch out and be able to do this professionally. So I've been doing this since about last year. I really started ramping up and getting a buzz going. The biggest one for me, I believe, was Cocktails and Collecting at the Allentown Art Museum. That was pretty big. That was pretty fun too. So I'm excited to be here doing something similar.
I have a mini lathe at home. I turn all the different products that you see over on the table. I was a carpenter when I could walk, and I've been turning for 12 years. They can find me on Facebook, Crafted by Clan. If you go on Facebook and type in Crafted by Clan, they can find my site there with all the different products. My email address is clebass, CLEBASS, at AOL.com.
I do a little bit for everybody. Everybody has very different tastes when it comes to photography, especially someone else's photography. So I use different mediums such as aluminum, matted, framed. I do small things. I have magnets, note cards, and I try to suit everybody's price range and everybody's taste. These are all my images from around the United States and Panama, and everything is original and very minimally manipulative. On Facebook and Instagram as Amy's Angle Nature Photography, all one word. And I try to post things just generally in nature to teach people about nature. It's not just about selling photos, but it's about education.
I've been making stained glass for 45 years, and I've been in business doing this full time for about 3 years, 3.5 years. Well, the process first is you get a pattern, and after you get the pattern, then you select the different colors of glass that you want, and then you basically cut the glass out, and I use the method called Tiffany, which means you put a copper foil on the edges of the glass, and then you solder it together. I am online. It's CallahanArtGlass.com, of course. And I also have a retail outlet in Lancaster at a place called Building Character on Queen Street. Come down to the shows, come down to Lancaster and see my stuff. And also I do custom work. You can get that through my website.
Well, I use traditional and more modern enameling techniques. So I have a small glass firing kiln. It's about this big. And I use vitreous enamel powder, and I put it onto mostly copper, sometimes silver, and I fire at different layers for different designs. So there are some pieces here that are cloisonné pieces. It's a very traditional enameling technique that goes back centuries. And then I also use crackle enamel, which is a much more modern technique, which allows the metal and the glass to flow kind of between each other. You can go to rbcrafts.org. That's our guild website. We'd love to have feedback and new members. We even can take student members for a reduced price. I have a website, Paula Connor, well, not a website, but an Etsy store, Paula Connor Designs on Etsy. And you can connect with me by email through there or my email and Gmail. And we meet once a month at the Goggleworks as the guild. It's normally the first Tuesday of the month, and anybody can stop in and kind of get to know what we do and see what we can do to help them with their craft.
We love to see new craftsmen. We're looking for, always looking for more people. We're always looking for people of any age, but we have, we are an older group. We'd like to have some younger people too, because we do want to pass this on. We're a viable group, and we contribute a lot of, we contribute financially and in other ways to things like the Heritage Center, Kutztown, the Goggleworks, and some other associations that work with arts and kids in the area.
Online, MarthaRessler.com is my website. My Instagram is Stitcher_Martha.
I'm on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, and it's Carol, Karol, Fluid Art.
You can check out my website, www.ramsorarts.com, and you can also see my art Instagram, which is Kyle Ramsor Art.
Our next show is in the Kutztown Field House on, I believe it's November 3rd, the first weekend of November. And it's an indoor show. It's 2 days. It's Saturday and Sunday. And there'll be about 75 or 80 craftspersons there. We have food and live music, and it's it's a decent event. A small gate, $8. There's discount coupons on our webpage available, so you can save some money.
As always, thank you to all the artists that I interviewed today from the Reading-Berks Guild of Craftsmen. Mark your calendars for Saturday, November 2nd and Sunday, November 3rd for their Holiday Fine Art and Craft Festival. It'll be held at the Kutztown University at the Opaque Field House, and it runs from 9 to 5 p.m. on the first day and 10 to 3 p.m. on the second day. Make sure to visit their website, rbcrafts.org, in order to find out more. In addition to that, out in Mannheim, there will be a Heart of Lancaster Arts and Crafts show on May 18th. That'll be located at Roots Market at 705 Greystone Road in Mannheim, Pennsylvania. You can also check out the Kutztown Folk Festival. That'll be located at 451 Street in Kutztown, Pennsylvania, and you can learn more at kutztownfestival.com. As always, thank you for watching. And if you are a small business owner or event organizer that's interested in having me do a video on either your business or event, feel free to visit the channel page where a form is listed for you to fill out contact information, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. In addition to that, I've also been doing YouTube Shorts in order to promote upcoming events in a short format, so that way I can get real promotion out before the event itself happens. If that's something you're interested in, just make sure to clarify that when filling out the form and any other additional details, and we can arrange something right away. And if you have anywhere you would like me to visit and you're not a business owner or organizer, feel free to leave any recommendations down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. This is Berks One-on-One signing off.